This week on the Minecraft Road Trip, a closer look at roads and some of the buildings I use while doing this video series. As you can see here, there's a lot of water. I find it's easier to build on water because you have less mob problems. Although, it does become even easier if you use seahorses to keep you afloat. With all that armor, you don't sink as much. This shot, as you can tell, is looking back at the base we left last week, and I've been building mostly out of wood. Once I ran out of wood, I started using dirt, the unimproved road of the world of Minecraft. Still using seahorses to keep me afloat while I swam across this giant expanse. Also the occasional squid. Here you can see where I'm heading, my destination. And once I got there, I was on top of a giant mountain, looking down at more lowlands, which was good, because we all like lowlands. It's easy building. Again, you can see more mountains, more trees, and the road that crosses the ocean from where I left off last week. As you can tell, I once again used Forest Begone to clear the path for my road. Yes, fire is a bit unstable. It's a bit environmentally unfriendly, but it does the job and makes my life a heck of a lot easier. Sure, some of the mobs don't like it, the cows don't like it, and potentially you won't like it, as I've stated in past videos. But as you can see in these next couple shots, it tends to clear it out, and it tends to keep the trees out of your way, even if you don't have enough lumber, which can come back to bite you in the ass. Now that most of the fires are out, you can see the road is nice and clear and easy for building. All you gotta do is get it to whatever level you want, whether that's up and down or just straight across. I suppose that all depends on how much dirt you have during this process. Oh well, okay, I lied. The fire is not completely out. It's still burning off in the distance. But we have enough room to build roads, as you can see. So, once you get all the fires out and the roads built, you kind of go along here. Most of these shots are rather boring. I know, I'm stalling for time. Enjoy. There we go. See, you can see that I have come up and down a mountain that is now much less tree-y, I guess. Maybe. There's another shot at night. Of course, once you get past the trees, then you have the giant bottomless holes, which you just build over with a bridge. And then you crawl right back up a mountain. That's looking straight up at the stairs I just built, which took about 2 Minecraft days. Same thing here again, except now, as you see there on the left of the shot, we've reached snow. Once I hit the ocean again, I was a little concerned I wouldn't have any place else to go, so I took a boat until I ran into the ice, and I kind of made like the Titanic, which was not good. But I did make it back to shore. Now we're moving into some of the buildings, and as you can see here, this building is a little odd in front, not as symmetrical as I normally build. It's got a glass side. This building started as an X, and it's what I like to think of as a little larger night shelter. A little more convenient, okay, not that large, but a little more convenient. Gives you some room for some stuff. Here is what I'm calling the armored simple night shelter. The armored part, as those cactus you saw out front, here's why it's called simple. See how tiny it is inside? In the next shot after this, you'll be seeing more of the cactus, which the mobs do not like, but it is fun to watch the spiders try and climb them at night. It is a little terrifying being in those little tiny buildings at times, but it makes it convenient that you don't have to run back to buildings like the one you can see in the very far distance here. Then you move on to this week's giant fort. I needed to find a way to cross the water, so I decided to do so by building another giant fort, just like we ended last week. All of these shots you can see here at night coming down off the mountain. This mountain pass kind of goes to the left and to the right of this big fort. Took me about 4 Minecraft days, say 5 or 6 hours to build. I'm using a lot of glass with pumpkins suspended in it. To suspend those pumpkins up there, you kind of have to fool the game a little bit. As you can see, this is at the lower level looking up at my giant glass bridge. I'm sure I'll probably add more to it as I go. Glassed in area that I may eventually turn into a garden. Yes, look at all that glass. I might grow some pot there. Here's some interior shots of a bed, chests, everything you need to survive in the world of Minecraft. Here's a shot looking dead on at it from across the water. See, now we're across the water, so next week the road can continue. Here's another side shot. Actually, it's starting to look like a giant barge. I should turn it into a crane or something. Plenty of lights, though. Same shot at night, and that's about as far as I got this week. We'll see what happens. Depends on how the cows hold out. So that's been this week's Minecraft road trip. Hope you enjoyed it. Read the credits. Go to wonderpodonline.com. See ya.